Hello, everybody. Hello. Today is Wednesday, April 9th, and I am coming to you live again. Hopefully, this time, this video won't get taken down like the other one. This is crazy because every time I do a video, they seem to want to take my videos. Yeah, you guys, every time I do a video, it seems like they want to take my video down. So hopefully this time they won't take it down. I'm going to keep trying to come on to you guys until they keep my videos up. I'm not in violations on anything. I guess it was because of the video that I showed you of Smile yesterday with Tyrese, Kirk Franklin, Fantasia, and a couple of other people that they took my video down. So I'm gonna keep going with them and keep them coming on until whatever they decide they want to do. They're not gonna stop me from giving you the news, you guys. So I'm gonna keep trying. Who's ever in there, hello. Please hit like, share, and subscribe if you have not already. Thank you for coming to Auntie B's house and sharing with me the news that I have for you. Today I have that in San Antonio during a time when several apartment complexes are working with renters who have lost their wages. These tenants at a southeast side complex say they're having a different experience there. They are having problems with the company that they're renting their apartments from. They're being pressured at the Lasses townhome to catch up on their past due rent. And they have reached out to the Fox News in San Antonio's Darian Trotter to have him to try and help solve the problem that they are having there. They said it says that they contacted the office today. Your rent is past due, said the tenant Rachel Hinojosa. And renters already struggling after job loss say they're now dealing with added stress. And do not ignore this notice. Management, Hinojosa had said at least 8 of her neighbors at the Lasses townhouses got big red notices on their door for past due rent. And it's embarrassing, Hinojosa said. And she has everybody's phone numbers, and she should have given us a call privately and talk to us like that, but don't leave notices on the door. She said she's also received several email reminders from the property manager. Each of them are threatening a lockout and eviction despite the temporary ban on evictions in Bexar County during the pandemic. So no one should be getting or being threatened with an eviction because there is a ban on it worldwide here in the U.S. that they're not going to do evictions. And I'm not sure if other countries are following through with that, but at least right now in the U.S. they are. She says, we went to the front office for answers, but it apparently was closed early. And here's what we knew for sure, and that the Texas Supreme Court has extended the ban on eviction procedures until May 18th. And as unemployment claims increase, the federal government has also pumped the brakes on evictions until August 23rd for properties covered by federally backed mortgages. So if you have in a federal program where you are renting your apartment, you have until August 23rd. Um, and there is a ban, but it doesn't matter to her. And Rachel has been laid off since early March. She used part of her unemployment check to pay half of her April 1st rent. She said the balance after today's notice, but doesn't know how she's going to pay to cover the rent next month, along with the $200 in late fees, which will be $680, and she can barely afford $500 right now. So, if the government is giving you your unemployment plus, I'm sorry, you guys, they're giving you your unemployment plus $600. That $600 will more than enough cover for her rent, and all she has to do is put $80 with her unemployment, and that will cover her rent. That's the $680. So that's the rent plus the late fees. So she should be good with that. So I don't know why she's complaining. I know why people are complaining about it, because nobody should be getting hit with these eviction notices. But if it's only the $680 she gets from the government and another $80, I'm sure she can cover that. And also, people are applying for food stamps, and you are getting the maximum amount of food stamps in every state if you would apply for them. If you are unemployed and have no other income, they are giving that away right now. um the IRS has mailed out its first coronavirus $1,200 stimulus checks by mail, as well as still doing the direct deposits on them, and that has started on Monday. Um, so if anybody out there is, anybody here listening or watching, if you are getting the veterans or SSI, you have until May 5th. You need to take action now, so you can have, if you have dependent children, SSI and VA, you really don't have to do anything because you're automatically covered. They're going to put it in there. But if you have dependent children, you want to go in there and put your children in there so that they will be added on in a timely manner. Because if you don't have it on by that May 5th cutoff date, you will have to wait till your next tax season when you file taxes to get that $500. I just got that notification today. And it'll be up to 5 million checks per week that will be mailed out, and there is a schedule that they are mailing them on. And a lot of people are still waiting, though, to get the regular checks to be direct deposited. A lot of people have not gotten those yet. I am one of those people. I am still waiting, and it's been at least 3-4 weeks now since when they first started telling you to enter your information in, when the portal first opened, to tell you to enter your information if you want to do a non-filers, to put that information in there. So when that first opened, I was on it. I don't know if I was one of the first people, but I was up early that morning getting it done. Okay, Iowa City, Iowa is experiencing a surge of coronavirus outbreaks at a long-term care facility, including at one of the nation's largest nursing homes of military veterans. The Iowa Department of Health has confirmed that an outbreak at the Iowa Veterans Home in Marshalltown has spread in recent days to include the infections of 20 staff and residents. 6 other outbreaks at the long-term care facilities across that state were confirmed, bringing the total up to 23 since the beginning of the pandemic. And with the president urging and these governors opening up the states, it is not making it any better, you guys. Here in my small town, we had no cases, but in the county, we had a few cases. I just got word today, I got notification that there is 2 coronavirus cases in my small town, and it's only 2 blocks away at a cheese factory. So, you know who won't be going outside? Not me. Okay, in Frankfort, Kentucky. It's no joke. This is no joke, you guys. There is a guy there. His name is Tupac Shakur. He lives in Kentucky and he needs unemployment benefits to pay his bills. The Lexington's man name was brought up by Governor Andy Bashar on Monday night as he spoke about the new state is trying to process all of the applications that are coming in for the unemployment and the claims filed in March amid the coronavirus pandemic by the end of April. So they're still working on Marches right now to get people unemployment. And accordingly to Bashir, a few bad apples, including a person who filed an unemployment claim under the name of the late rapper Tupac Shakur, are responsible for slowing down the state's unemployment processing. He blamed the people who think they're funny for making thousands of other people wait for their unemployment payments. But Tupac Malik Shakur, who is 46 years old, who goes by Malik, lives in Lexington and works as a cook before restrictions to stop the spread of COVID and shut down the restaurant. He filed for unemployment March 13th and has been waiting to receive his first check yet. So they did an investigation. The mayor there went and investigated and had a team to investigate it. Once they investigated and seen that it was a person, the mayor went to this guy and had a conversation with him, and the guy was like, this is kind of embarrassing, and I'm in shock because you guys are not wanting to give me my check, and they're thinking that he's lying to them, saying who he was. But when he showed his ID, he showed all of his information, his birth certificate, everything, that was really who he was. So they were very apologetic to him. They need to give that man some more money, because if they're going to do him like that and make him wait and suffer and go through all this, they need to compensate him for that. So he deserves it. Now, recently, you can go into different stores like Costco, Sam's Club, all of those different places, and not have to wear your face mask or gloves. Now, Costco will require customers to wear masks starting Monday. So if you're heading in there to shop, make sure you guys have a mask or you may not get in. The U.S. Navy took delivery of its first stealth destroyer, a new Flight 2 Arleigh Burke class destroyer last week, DDG-1000 Zumwalt. It's the first of a 3-ship class of a stealth destroyers delivered to the Navy nearly 4 years ago after it was commissioned. They shipped it over in pieces so that they had to put it together once it got to the port of where it was supposed to be. Which was the hull. And the hull consists of the mechanical and electrical delivery, took place in May of 2016, and then the combat system, which took place April 24th of 2020. So they just got the second half of this destroyer, stealth destroyer. So they're putting it together. Congress has mandated in the 2017 National Defense Authorization Act that the ship not be counted in the battle force unit until combat systems delivery was complete. So that's them bringing the parts to port or wherever they were having it, and then putting it together so that it's functioning. it still is not ready to function, so they haven't listed it under their fleet yet. Um, in November of 2016, the BAE Systems was awarded a 192 million contract to deliver the combat system for Zumwalt and its sister ship, the Michael Mansour. So there's two of those stealth ships that have been shipped there, and they're putting together. Now, the UK's Prime Minister, if you have been watching me and you know, I have talked about him before. He had coronavirus, and they didn't think that he was going to make it for a while. Well, he has a fiance, comes to terms that they have just had a baby. So Boris Johnson and Carrie Simons announced the birth of their baby. The 55-year-old UK Prime Minister and his 32-year-old fiance welcomed baby boy on Wednesday morning. The child was born at a London hospital. Okay. Now, the thing is, how long have they been together? They want to say a lot of different things.